Texas to Carlsbad, New Mexico. I'll see shorts with I went to Carlsbad Caverns on my motorcycle. Well, we'll ride around that area. And that being said, I'm heading towards Pecos, heading to Arkansas, where I live. Well, I guess y'all know that, or it wouldn't be called the Arkansan Outdoors now, would it? Anyway, Pecos, Texas. If nobody knows, that is where the first rodeo in the history of rodeo ever was. How do I know that? May you ask? Believe it or not, I used to ride bulls. So we're going to go to Pecos, Texas, where the first rodeo ever was in the United States. Because I used to ride bulls, that's the reason I know that. I kind of like history, you know. But these old drilling rigs, man, like I said, working a month, I got promoted to a higher level, so I had to work over to the other crew. We worked 2 days on, 14 days off. We got 4 crews, 2 crews on 14 days, and when the other one's off, the other crew's working. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm heading home to, I call it California, Arkansas. My wife is from California. When I get in her arms, well, I'm in California, Arkansas. She's a fixing to go to Pecos, Texas, where the first rodeo ever was in the history of rodeo. I got 600 and I do believe 50 miles. No, 740 miles. I apologize. It is what it is. And I got to get there, get some things, take care of the farm. Me and Cowboy, we gonna go fishing. We are going to go run some catfish lines. Cowboy, that's my dog. He's half dead. A bunch of other stuff. I don't know what he is, but I do know he's half dead. So we're gonna go there, run some throw lines and whatnot in the Arkansas River. I'm probably going to do line and a throw line are tied on a limb. So could I call it a throwing limb line? I don't know. Yes, I do got a sinker on the end of my line. With the throw lines I see on videos and stuff, or excuse me, limb lines, they just put the hook on the line, tied on a limb, hanging in the water, and just bob it. Well, I got a 30-foot line I throw out, kind of like a trout line, but it ain't a trout line. You can put up to like 3 hooks 2 foot apart on a throw line. I only do one, and I run about 10 of them because I like to hike. I like to put myself in a survival situation and whatnot. And I'm fixing to shoot a video on me and my dog Cowboy going to an abandoned park running catfish lines, and my cousin Karen seen Bigfoot. That's a prank that my cousin Brian did on cousin Karen, which is his sister. That's gonna be a funny one. I done got laid out and everything. They videoed her and everything. She really thought she seen Bigfoot. So y'all need to be looking for that, because that's my next video. I just finished a video, or side-by-side of adventures to a Civil War hideout, back where I'm from on Mount Magazine and whatnot. Town I was raised in, Paris, Arkansas. There's an old Civil War hideout up there on the mountain. Mount Magazine. It's called Mount Magazine for one reason. Why? Because a magazine is where they stored their ammunition in a building back in the day, and it blew up, so they called it Mount Magazine. But there's a lot of history up there, a lot of beautiful places. I got one video I'm gonna shoot, going to Wild Man Twin Falls and everything. So, well, here I am. I'm here in Pecos, fixing to go through the town that the first rodeo ever was. Pecos, Texas. First rodeo ever was. Let me see if I can. Somebody comment, would they like me to show the arena? Because I will stop for y'all and show the arena. Let me know. But anyway, like I said, man, I ain't been home in a month. I'm ready to get home to my dogs, my wife, my little farm, and all that. Got 25 acres. I gotta get some brush. I got an old John Deere in the middle of a tractor. I gotta get a fuel filter for it. Get it going. And then get that done. Me and Cowboy, my dog, we are going to the Arkansas River and run some catfish lines. And I'm ready for some catfish, let me tell you. There ain't nothing like it. Some catfish, hush puppies, and some homemade fries. I'm here to tell you. If I catch a couple of soft shell turtles, well, I guess I'll eat them too. Some people don't understand that, but it is what it is. The Arkansan Outdoors ain't just about hunting and fishing, it's about survival. do side by side and do some motorcycle riding, which I bring my bike. I got it in the back. You can see it. Got my bike in the back. I gotta have some. We work 12 hours a day, and we gotta have some kind of time to do something on our own. You know what I mean? But anyway, it is what it is. I'm here to tell you. I am here in Pecos where the first rodeo ever was. But I'm not going to be driving by the rodeo there. I'm fixing to get on Highway 20 East towards Fort Worth, Texas, which is another about another 300 miles. And let me tell you, I hate this freaking drive, man. From West Texas to Arkansas. It sucks. Ain't nothing I like about it. But you gotta make a living somehow. Am I right? Even if it's something you don't like to do. You gotta make a living somehow. We're at a stoplight right now waiting. I just don't trust this place. I had a train last year come through here, derailed. Destroyed some buildings back here somewhere. I don't know where, but yeah. Look that up on YouTube. It's on YouTube. I've seen it. I drove through the aftermath. But it's on there. Let me tell you. I was nobody. When I was 15 years old, I started my rodeo career up on Mount Magazine. See, these trails up on Mount Magazine, they wasn't originally ATV trails, side-by-side trails, and all that. They was actually horse trails. I had the opportunity to be the first rider to ever ride these trails. We would ride them every Sunday. Every Sunday. Well, me and a couple of locals, me, my dad, my sister, I gotta say Angela Moore, and I hope she don't get mad at me saying her name like this, but James Shore, Sudget, buzzard rock. I was on a green horse. It started bucking. My dad was there. He started spinning in a circle right there at Buzzard Rock. It's old cliff there off Mount Magazine and whatnot. Anyway, I rode him until he quit bucking. My dad was proud of him. He said, "Son, you did a good job there, more or less." I said, "Well, Dad, I was more or less scared of falling off that bluff right there." Well, the next Sunday, Raymond Powell, one of the guys I mentioned, said there was a buck out. People were getting, cowboys went and rode bulls and broncs and whatnot. Well, I went there, rode broncs, got on some broncs there. I rode them. Kind of a natural, you know what I mean? Anyway, that went on a few years, and I just, man, something was pulling me to bull ride. So finally, I hid it from my dad or whatnot. Told him I was going to coach to ride some broncs. Really, I was riding bulls. Man, I got to where I freaking loved it. That's what I did, and I rode bulls since I was 15 years old. Actually, you see that right there, tore my bicep just 2 years ago. I rode till I was 15, till I was 52 years old. I quit a couple of years ago. And in 2001, the state of Arkansas, I about won state champion there. Lost it by $1. So I rode bulls there a little bit. Went to the CRRA finals a couple of times. Went to ARA finals all the time. Kind of retired there for a little bit. When I was age 40, I come out of retirement. Just rode bulls for fun. Anyway, a couple of years ago, there was an association called the WSBRO. I finished 8th in the world there. And whatnot. Anybody from out there from Granbury, Texas? I went to the WSPBR, World Senior Professional Bull Riders. And I won Granbury, Texas. That's where I ripped my bicep and everything. So, won it. It just got to where I couldn't keep hanging on or whatnot. So, I just finally gave it up and everything. Just started living my life. Tired of getting beat up. Went to Chillicothe, Missouri before I quit and whatnot. They got a thing there that's called the Riding for Our Veterans. I rode for my veterans, and my dad, he fought in Vietnam. I rode for him, and I won that. That was pretty awesome, dude. I kind of got respect there. They a lot of fans. I was their #1 bull rider. Was on the radio all the time. They wanted to come to me and everything. I kind of felt like I left them down. Simple reason. I gotta acknowledge I'm getting older. I'm not getting any younger. I had to hang it up, you know. That was my life passion, bull riding. But now, you know, I'm just a backwoods country boy. The Arkansan Outdoors, like my channel says, that's what we do. Side-by-side motorcycles, hunting, fishing, you know, anything outdoors. I'm a big believer in survivalist. I do love the survival game. I think you should be ready for survive. I promise you that. But anyway, man, it just if anybody said hi, I want to say hi back. Everything. But kind of hard to read without my glasses, messing my glasses up and everything. Got some crayons, which I appreciate that if that means anything. Like I said, I'm new at this. I just started with making videos and whatnot and everything. I only made a couple, but I got more on the way. Got a lot of shorts up. Riding dual sport too. West Texas. There is carnage there if you like that kind of stuff. By all means, I don't like it. It hurts. You know what I mean? But I just was glad to get home to my wife. Jojo, and my 3 dogs, granddaughter, grandson. My other granddaughter live in California. All 5 of them. Is what it is. Do what you can do, and that's all you can do, you know? Oh, about missed it. About missed Interstate Georgia. Well, thank you. My arms are massive. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to read this. I'm on my cell phone, driving from West Texas back to Arkansas and everything. So I'm just trying to catch up reading or whatnot. I better pull over here before I read. I don't want that to happen. That's for dang sure. We do not want that to happen. And everything. Hi there, how are you doing? I don't know what there are a lot of you means, but thank you. Well, thank you for subscribing. That means a lot. That's what I mean. Oh my, I have no idea. Well, thank you. I'm not going to give up. That means a lot. I'm going to push forward and make it work. You know what I mean? Thank you for that. There, I subscribed on your channel, supporting the best. Well, thank you. Your arms are massive. Well, 54, that's what I've been told. You know, you look young or 40 fit. Well, appreciate that. That means a lot. No, I'm 54. I'm not no 40. I used to fight MMA and everything and whatnot. But I've always been fit. It's all in the genes, I promise you that. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm gonna get back on the road to start them comments and whatnot. And again, if I'm not answering you, it's because I cannot read. I have not got my glasses. I'm 54 years old, and it's way out there. My glasses are messed up, so yeah. But anyway, I asked y'all subscribe to my channel, help support my channel, because I got some good videos. Go check out Arkansan Outdoors and Go Sports in West Texas. There's some carnage there. Y'all might like it. I don't know what y'all like. I try to do a mixture of everything. We went and found a Civil War hideout on a video I'm editing right now. Y'all might not be into history. Some people are. I am. I'm into motorcycles. I'm into history. I'm into catfish and hunting. Side by side. Anything outdoors I'm into. But that's what the meaning is, like Arkansan Outdoors. It's outdoors, anything outdoors. I try to give a mixture of everything. I got a video coming up that's going to have a little comedy in it. We're still going to be running catfish line. It's about my cousin Karen. My cousin Brian, which is cousin Karen's brother, played a hoax on her, dressed up as a Bigfoot, and she thought she really seen Bigfoot. So I got the video of that, and I'm gonna put a little skit together for that. But me and my dog's gonna be running catfish lines anyway. You go to my shorts, you'll see the video where she thought she seen Bigfoot. But anyway, I'm probably gonna go live here in a little bit. I'm gonna get off of here for a minute or two. Like I said, guys, man, I just got off of work, off that old drilling rig. I've been there a month. I had to work over because I got promoted to a different position and whatnot, so I didn't get my days off. We worked 14 on, 14 off, and I had to work straight through. Now I'm heading home. I'm tired. I'm hungry. And I'm ready to get home. But I get bored here in a little bit. I will do another live feed and whatnot. So I appreciate the comments. Y'all really made me feel good and everything. So blessed day now, you hear? We'll talk to y'all later.